Alright, hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. It is, what, Wednesday the 28th, 2:30ish in the morning. As you know, we just wrapped up part 58. We completed Pirate Season. Basically just kind of swam around with Zap, looking for fairies, essentially was what I was doing. But, as you know, we ran into the glitch with the Arkeyan Weapon Master. He just went into eternal hibernation. Couldn't get him to do anything. Tried replaying a chapter. I've literally tried everything that you can do. Had a couple people suggest you take oil out to him. Tried that. Anything, however incredibly stupid or unlikely it was to work, I have tried. Sadly, nothing has worked. Most logical thing to do was, of course, replay chapter 20. I did that. I used like the Skylanders I just got, all low levels. That was really rough to get through there. You kind of learn to appreciate the upgrades you got when you do something like that. Long story short, the Quicksilver Vial was there. Wrapped the level up, came back, and of course, nothing happened. Eon droned on about talking to the Weapon Master. It wouldn't work. Had someone on YouTube, say it was possibly because he bombed the hole, and I've determined that's the case. So essentially, when you get to a point that you have access, to the mine levels, you'll be able to walk up that track. You can bomb that one door and get a fairy, and then there's the little, kind of a hole in the ground that shoots an airstream up in the air. Reason I'm rambling on about this: do not bomb that. If you bomb that, the Weapon Master apparently just goes null and void, and there's absolutely nothing you can do. My personal advice is to just completely avoid that. When you carry bombs up to try and blow that first door, be extremely careful. If you're not going to make it, don't even throw the bomb. I could see someone accidentally doing that, if they had a slower Skylander when they were carrying the bomb up the hill. In my case, what I was doing, I was collecting treasure. I think it was possibly Drill Sergeant, I don't really remember now, but just skimmed by, where the bomb was. Happened to pick it up, didn't really even want it, but I'd had that happen before. The vases and crates up there on the edge of that cliff is actually what I was intending to throw the bomb at since I had it. We didn't do that. We wound up getting it in the hole, of all places. And at the time, it was pretty cool. We went in, found another fairy. You exit through that little closed door by the entry to the mine levels. Little did I know at that time that would completely screw us over, shut the playthrough down. That's actually why last night I recorded Pirate Seas. My hopes were, hey, let's do something totally out of the box. Maybe that'll spark or regenerate content in the game. Didn't happen. So essentially what I'm trying to get to is, do not bomb the hole near the train with the airstream coming out of it. My advice, if you want to do it to get the fairy, wait until you've actually beaten Chaos. That way you have access to every chapter, 1 through 22. 23 through 26 won't be affected, because they're going to be the adventure packs, 2 of which aren't even out, 23 and 25. So last night you saw me do chapter 24, Pirate Seas. So tonight, kind of, I don't know, just something to do. I'm going to take on chapter 26, the Darklight Crypt. I've got it up on the blog, I've got it on Twitter, I've posted it on YouTube. I joined Skylanders forum the other day, which is a pretty cool site, kind of getting up and running. Trying to spread the word as best I can so someone else doesn't do that. I could see it happening accidentally, and I could see someone, wondering, hey, what do you do? Can you go down in there? Where does this door go to? And just bombing it. But regardless, whether you do it intentionally or accidentally, you have the potential to totally screw your save file, which is what I've done. The thing is, I can go back and play, chapters 1 through 20. Doesn't impact my adventure packs, but sadly we're literally 2 chapters away from completing the game. And now in order to do that, I essentially have to come in and start a new playthrough, which this time I'll actually know what I'm doing. This one's still blind, but nonetheless it's just going to take a lot more time. So again, to summarize all that for you, do not bomb that hole until you've defeated the game. If you really want to have the discount, just do so at your own risk. For me, this really sucks because I was at chapter 20 complete, ready to do chapter 21 and then 22, where you battle chaos presumably. Now in order to do that, I have to play all the way through 1 through 20. Had I have bombed it, you've had the opportunity for quite a while, wherever the mine levels came in, like, what, 18, 19, somewhere in there. So, I mean, it would have been a little bit less of a hit, but either way, it would suck if it happens to you. I hope it doesn't happen to anybody else. If nothing else, just learn from what's happened to me. But, all that aside, I feel like that's important enough to tell everybody. Like I said, it really sucks, and I hope it doesn't happen to anybody. My portal's actually... Okay, I'm going to say the batteries are probably dead on it. What I'm going to do, if I can find everything, the headset's trying to come off. I will exit out of here. As you can see, I've got Ghost Roaster in. Bear in mind, this is not the way I wanted to do this. Nor is this, in all honesty. Let's just pull him. Like when I went to these adventure packs levels, I wanted the game to be complete, and have, really good upgrades for all the Skylanders, just make it as easy as possible type deal. I guess we will check. I know Gill Grunt, good lord, he can upgrade. I've had a lot of people, I've seen some comments and gotten some messages, I haven't upgraded my Skylanders. The simple fact of the matter is, I've got 23 of them currently in the playthrough, so, it's a little bit hard to have everything on level 10 your first time around, even with the heroic challenges. But, since Gill Grunt has so much, and we do have the 7th fairy, unfortunately, very unfortunately, we'll check him out. Oh wow, we could totally get that. Let's just do it. Let's get Gill Grunt's Soul Gem here. He will be the first one we have done that for, so. Nothing else, we kind of get to do something cool, make up for it all. The good news is my Skylanders will retain that information, and I can use them in the new playthrough, which will make things significantly easier. But there's our standard, spear attack. It said to hold A. Oh wow. Yeah, that is pretty freaking awesome. This will give you a better view of it. Yeah, that's gonna do some damage. It's very cool as well. Let's go ahead and we can now, it's kind of weird to do the Soul Gem first, but whatever. We'll upgrade his high pressure hose. I'd kind of held off on that one for a long time. It's been a long time since we've used Gurgle. I don't think we'll have enough money, but maybe we'll see something neat in here. So you can now choose Harpooner or Water Weaver. So we're at a crossroads with Gill Grunt. Cool thing is we've actually got a Soul Gem. So let's take a look at his water hose now. And Eon, that is absolutely ridiculous because we can't. It seems to recharge pretty quick too. But I will pull him. Come in now with Ghost Roaster. Not quite sure. I know we'd gotten to a point where things got expensive with him. You see, he's nearly level 10. He should hit that in the Darklight Crypt, which will actually be cool. Alright, so we've got 2690. You know what? That's a Soul Gem, and we're almost there. If I got the life transfer, that would take me down to where that's just completely out of reach. If I get to use Ghost Roaster a lot in the Darklight Crypt, not only will he be level 10, I can get his soul gem too. And having seen what you know, Gurglefin's was, I think I'm gonna hold out for that. You know, again, I mean, I'm kind of bummed about not getting to do this, not only in the order I wanted to, but also just, you know, I kind of wanted to save the adventure packs for the end. I couldn't do them in order since, you know, Empire of Ice and Dragon's Peak aren't out yet, but you know, still, it's one of those things. I'll go ahead, you know, and just collect all this stuff. We'll be that much closer to what we want. And then I am going to go ahead just as an extra precaution for everybody. I mean, that's kind of how ticked off I am about this. I'll just point blank show you. Okay, right over here, I'll bust these open. This hole right here, you know, had the airstream coming out of it. You'd essentially just walk up to it and be pushed upwards, and you wonder what the heck's the point in that. You were actually earlier in the game tasked with throwing a bomb, you know, I don't think actually there, I guess for the something in that range, I don't really remember now, but you do bomb that when you get the ferry. What I was doing, I was coming uphill, I just broke these boxes. I'll actually just go through the sequence for you. I'm breaking everything from the beach. As I'm coming in, you know, you kind of cut the corner. I sometimes throw a bomb there, and this particular time, you know, I just sort of was carrying it up this way, figured I'd throw it at that stuff, and we got right here, it was gonna blow, so I just threw it, and instead of actually going over here where we wanted it to, it went down in the hole, which that defies physics since a Skylander would be heavier than a bomb given the fact to carry it, but we won't go into that. Fell in here. This was where I collected my 7th fairy. I was really excited about it, and little did I know at that time that it would screw the Arkeyan Weapon Master deal to the point of being non-functional. But that is exactly what you do not want to do, and that said, I'll quit talking about that for now. You know, I'm hoping that everybody sees this or follows a blog or Twitter or Facebook or something, and I know I'm going to get a lot of comments about when is the next part coming, and quite frankly now it's going to be a long time. But all that aside, I want to try to focus on this, kind of enjoy it. Back here at the ruins, just like we do with Terrafin, I am going to put the Darklight Crypt on. Well, it looks pretty sweet.
Greetings, young Portal Master. The ghostly denizens of the Afterworld need your help. The undead are running amok. They are literally up in arms. You must find a way to restore their peaceful rest. Be brave. Your adventure in the Darklight Crypt awaits.
Alright. The Necropolis Battle Arena has been discovered. Battle mode, power up. That's your magic, which I can't register for some reason on Spyro's universe. I actually don't know where the crypt is located here. I don't think it's back here. Oh, yeah, it actually is. So, since it's located here, that kind of gives me an idea that maybe some of those other little indentations might be like Dragon's Peak and Empire of Ice. But as you can see, you just press C to head in. Interesting to note, I wasn't down there in this, but I can tell you that with the it sounded like a text message. It wasn't. You can't talk to the Weapon Master, asshole. The pirate ship, when it's not on the portal, it actually still registers, so it's kind of interesting. But I'll head in here, and I won't get to do a whole lot in this playthrough, but we'll at least get it started. I'm sorry about rambling on, but I mean, you just have to realize how bad that sucks to be 2 chapters away and essentially start over. So, Anyway, that was kind of cool cutscene there, how it descended down. And it looks hellaciously happy. There's like Pie Man or something.
Berry cream pie! I'm so glad you're here. I've been having a terrible time with my baking business. I set up my bakery just outside of this undead town because I figured who needs pies more than the undead? And I was right. I started selling pies to lots of ghost creatures. They liked them so much that very soon they only ate my pies and stopped eating the brains of the living. It was a win-win situation. That is, until recently. Something happened, and I don't know what. It's super scary in there. I know, it doesn't look scary now, but in the ghost world... Sorry, it gets confusing around here. I'll show you what I mean.
Alright, this is absolutely hilarious.
These spectral-shifting platforms can switch you from the real world to the ghost world, and back again. Watch!
That's much more what I expected.
Pretty neat, huh? See how that door is open in the ghost world, but was closed in the real world? You'll need to switch to and from the ghost world to get past obstacles. So, if it's a scary monster in the ghost world, switch back and you'll be able to pass him in the real world. It's not as hard as it seems. Just like following a recipe.
Okay,
I had better change things back.
Okay.
That's better. I mean better.
Alright.
Anyway, the bank is gonna take my pie shop if I don't get some sales, and soon. Did you find out why the ghosts have stopped buying my pies?
Okay, this is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's just totally not what you would expect coming into this thing. Oh, I didn't need to eat that. You may actually need to leave those there in case this is, like really tough or something. Okay, we'll go ahead and take those out for when we switch. I'm assuming we have to progress. But, I mean, this place looks, like the most peaceful, happiest one that we've been to. And then on the flip side, you step on the platform and everything changes. So, camera angle here is really bad. I don't want to get the pies if it's possible to avoid it. Looked like a fairly expansive level, and clearly we're gonna need to go through there. And again, I won't be able to do a lot in this one since we talked about what not to do in the game. But let's go ahead and check out the objectives here. Alright, so find the undead customer, find and defeat Oculus, talk to Gallant. Enemy goal. Oh geez, no lives lost, all areas found, clear in under 12:30. That is by far the longest level I remember. Soul gems, 1, it's going to be Ghost Roaster, of course. There's 1 legendary treasure, 2 hats, 3 treasure chests, and a story scroll. So, hopefully we'll find everything. I don't know that we will. This is, pretty flippin', intense here, so.
Skylanders of the undead element are stronger in this zone.
Not sure everyday Petunia's at. Makes complete sense now. He should hit level 10 really soon. There's a treasure chest there. Guess maybe that.
Hello, I am Oculus. In case you haven't noticed, I'm a giant eyeball.
You don't say.
And you're not a ghost. But here you are in the ghost world. Neat trick.
Okay, so obviously.
I see everything that goes on here. Everything. Again, cyborg.
Trying to. Okay, I see a soul gem over there. On a night quite harmless in the world of the living. Okay, so that. Oh, you have to push C. Okay. So things look a lot happier. Not near as intimidating. Before I go that way, I'm always afraid in this game. Let's see if we can beat it. Oh, it's really easy. And I'm always afraid in this game, you know, like I'll lose out if I move one way, I might get sealed out. But this is what we were after. It should be pretty cool. The Lingering Curse is now available for Ghost Roaster. Let's preview that. So there he is in the battlefield where we had our first glitch. Little did I know what was to come. Okay, so it looks like down there's like some castle courtyard looking thing. We need a block there probably to get to that treasure chest is what I'm thinking. Are those going to fall? Yes, they are. Fabulous. You know what, before I do anything else, let's break these guys. At least there's a pedestal there, so I assume I can cycle in and out and get back. So this is kind of a dead end. I'm happy about that in the sense that, you know, I didn't go too far or lose out. And of course we get our story
As
scroll.
long as anyone can remember, the Darklight Crypt has sent out hordes of ghosts and zombies to terrorize nearby villages. But lately, all that has changed. The undead no longer seem hungry for the living. What could have caused this odd change in appetite? And how long will it last?
Okay, let's see. On that note, you know, I kind of rambled on about the glitch in the game, and then I decided to just show everyone what not to do. My sole goal there is to prevent other people from having that happen like it did to me. Then, you know, kind of as our last hurrah on this save file, I've busted out the Darklight Crypt, which so far it is, you know, hilarious. What I'm gonna do now is just go ahead and end this. Seems like a good spot. We've got Ghost Roasters. We met Batterson, kind of got the undead pie thing explained to us, and then we came in, and of course what we have accomplished thus far is just simply getting Ghost Roaster's Soul Gem and then the story scroll. So I'm going to stop it here in part 59. This is essentially, again, just rambling about the frickin' glitch with the Arkeyan Weapon Master, and then part 1 of the Darklight Crypt, which looks like it's going to be rather lengthy. So despite the glitch, I'm trying to enjoy the game. This is a pretty awesome, you know, level. It's shaping up to look that way anyway. But questions, comments, feel free to ask here on YouTube or the blog, oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, whichever you prefer. And as always, thanks for watching.